Amin, it's good to see you again.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. I get to talk with you about a couple of things. First of all, congratulations on the Royal. Um, what a heartfelt, wonderful story.
Thank you, thank you. We really wanted to craft a story. Of course, it's within the seams of a baseball, but to me, it's a family story, and it's about redemption. It's about second chances, and we're ecstatic to bring it to an audience.
And playing Willie Mays Aikens is got to be a dream come true.
Yeah, I mean, you want. Unfortunately, Willie had to live the life for me to portray it, and you never really want people to go through the circumstances that he had to go through in his life. But to see how life ebbs and flows, and that you could one day be on top of the world and the next day be at the bottom, and then still also have a comeback story from that is fascinating and a joy to portray.
For you, was it a very physical role?
It wasn't as much a physical role as it was taxing psychologically. When you're dealing with addiction that Willie um, that Willie battled with, that's not something that you can really play physically,
Mhm.
but it is something that psychologically informs pretty much all of your decisions. So living in that truth as an actor was challenging and rewarding, really, more than challenging, but was that thing that was always there. It was always there. Yeah.
As an actor, though, I mean, with the things that you have done, Snowfall being one of them. I mean, and of course the Royal. These are dramatic roles. Do you enjoy comedy? I mean, your stint in Baywatch was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I love comedies. I just actually just wrapped up a comedy. I'm silly in real life, so I enjoy. I really enjoy dramas. I really enjoy the serious nature of stories like this, of redemption and second chance. But I'm also looking to infect those stories with comedy, and even in something like The Royal, there's still comedic beats and moments, because comedy is just another layer and nuance of our lives. Even within some of the most difficult situations, you can find the comedic elements.
With your production company and everything that you do there, are you going to be hopping behind the camera more and more, directing, producing?
Yeah, I'm producing. I'm a producer of The Royal. I first was connected to The Royal as a producer, and then later on I end up playing Willie Mays Aikens. But I'm also directing. I'm directing television. I'm directing Snowfall this season, and I have a few films through my production company that I'm looking forward to directing as well.
What a hell of a show Snowfall is. I mean, and I would imagine working with John Singleton in any aspect is an education.
Big time. John was a prolific. John.
Yeah.
John was just to me a true Renaissance man. So ecstatic about collaborating with other artists and talent, and had a real vision
Mm.
for the type of stories that he wanted to tell, and the way that he wanted to portray certain communities and cultures on the big screen.
Yeah, he just, as you say, I mean, he just creates and creates and creates, and then creates some more. Um, you can't stop
You
him.
can only contain them, right? Yeah, no, we are often, you can't replace that type of energy. So in no way can we replace John, now that we've lost him with Snowfall. But he infected us with a enthusiasm about the story. He was always ecstatic about telling this story, and wanted to tell it, unabashed. And I feel like, the best thing that we can do, he put a lot of people in place that he collaborated with, and we tell that story looking to finish out his legacy and his vision.
and it's just like I said, it's a hell of a show. In our final moments that we have together, what do you think audiences are going to take away from the Royal?
I don't know. I feel like we've packed it with a lot of heart and humanity and a lot of different themes. What I would love, I have a special place in my heart for this father and daughter story, and that no matter what happens in life, no matter how estranged you are from a child as a parent, that you can choose to be a parent every day and each moment, that you can start from this moment today, to try to heal that relationship. No matter the fault, no matter, how much you perhaps have been, for instance, with Willie, it's 14 years that he was away from his daughter. And there was a lot of ill will when trying to restore that relationship. But he's chosen to show up, fault, realizing that he made a mistake, that he wasn't in the life of his child. And even till today, it's something that he is remiss about, and he still is working toward. And that's something that I really want. We usually don't see the second chances like that. It's usually to win the game in a baseball story. It's to get back on top and get back healthy. But what about the things that really mean something in life? The relationships with family. What about restoring the good graces to the community, being selfless and no longer living for the selfish fame and the stardom of being a big hero, but to be of service to your community, to help others and things of that nature. So I hope some of those themes will be passed on in the film.
And I know you take that dear to your heart with your charities that you work with and the things that you do to support your community.
Big time. I have a organization called the Awareness Movement, and I'm always looking to connect, our community to help us in matters of education and community outreach, to empower a community and make a community knowledgeable about all of the different resources that we have, and to keep a communication and dialogue going.
Yeah, don't lose that. That's an amazing part of your life that I respect greatly, because you're not just a one-dimensional kind of person. You do a lot, and I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Tom.
All right, you take care. And again, The Royal is just an amazing film. So thank you for that one too.
Thank you, Tony. I'll see you soon.